Africa needs space programs. Africa needs to find a new form of energy. You know what I'm saying? Africa needs to find new form of distribution of foods and shit like that. So that's why we should be watching them, because Africa could be the leaders in changing the system that we have now in the world and shit like that. Hey, year was good, y'all. It's your bro, the God. Today, I'm talking about the big news that is never gonna hit the media, at least the mainstream media, and that is the gold rush in Uganda. So the heads of Uganda is like, yo, look, we're not exporting this gold. This gold is staying here. We're not freaking allowing other people to take our gold no more and shit like that, right? They're trying to empower themselves. Now we know something's gonna happen. You feel me? A European country, China, or the U.S. there's gonna be some type of crazy news that goes on in Uganda and shit like that, right? President gets assassinated, something like that. But y'all should keep an eye on this. You feel me? That's world changing. Y'all also gotta see what's going on with space. All right. Only 3 countries have actually gone to space, and that's the U.S., China, and Russia. Keep that in mind. Space is where the real power's at. That's global power. You feel me? Only 20 countries have actual space programs. And out of those 20 countries, there's not one African country. Even though Africa has basically like all of the freaking minerals and shit like that in the fucking world. Africa has so many natural resources, so many minerals. Let's put it like this. They keep on showing y'all people starving and shit in Africa, right? Oh, Africa is like dirt piles and shit like that. That shit is all cap. The truth is, the Congo itself could feed all of Africa. And then they're also trying to tell you that, oh yeah, slavery back in the day. They keep on throwing that in the US's face, right? There are still 2 countries in Africa that have slavery as far as like recent times. You feel me? Nigeria and also the Democratic Republic of Congo also have each over 1 million slaves. And the 2 countries leading the planet in freaking slavery is India and China. Now, I know they have the world's greatest population and shit like that with over 1 billion, but still, they still practice legal slavery. Over 7 million slaves in India, over 3 million slaves in China. Now, why is that a big deal? It's a big deal because India is the world's fastest growing economy, right? And China's supposed to be the next world leading economy. Now, the people that try like take over shit and conquer shit right now is the US, Russia, and China, right? The US, took shit from everybody. It took Hawaii, took Puerto Rico, it took land from Mexico and shit like that, right? The US plays no fucking games with taking people's lands. Also Russia, we keep on pointing a finger at Russia. We're doing the same shit. It's just a different form of fucking government, all right? Russia taking over fucking Ukraine. Next, now you're gonna have China take over Taiwan. And I know they keep on showing you, oh, they beef. We beef with China. We beef with Russia and shit like that. Y'all can believe that if you want. It's just like if you get locked up and there's 2 cops interviewing you. There's a good cop and a bad cop. Regardless of which cop is interviewing you, they're both trying to get you locked up. They're both trying to get you bagged. They both don't give a fuck about you. You still, in handcuffs and shit. It don't fucking matter. So whether it's, US government, Russian government, Chinese government and shit like that, it's good cop, bad cop. That's all it is. But there's still fucking cops. Still the precinct. We still need a new system, a new system in place, a new format. You feel me? And Uganda getting all this gold and shit like that could be a major change. Africa needs space programs. Africa needs to find a new form of energy. You know what I'm saying? Africa needs to find new form of distribution of foods and shit like that. So that's why we should be watching them, because Africa could be the leaders in changing the system that we have now in the world and shit like that. Africa could be that. So make sure you keep a close eye on that. Don't be distracted by all this bullshit. That's why I always recommend to not fucking watch the news. Search for your news. You know what I'm saying? The news you need to know will always find you. It will always find you. All right? Anyways, your boy, the guy, to catch y'all next time. 1.